Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so today is not too much things. Maybe we just need to take about half an hour to go through. So as we know, this competition is ending soon, and it will be end at December 2nd, right? There are still 19 days to go, so it's about 3 weeks we still have. Yes, it finished at December 2nd and the UTC time. So, so there are several things I write down here we can do. So, so I made a schedule about what we need to do in the next 3 weeks. So first of all, I need to show you something new. Is if we check the leaderboard, and we can find from about 38, no, from 36 to 161 is the score is coming to is raised to 0.422. So I guess there are somebody published something. But if we search by public score, and we still just can see this number, we can see the 0.4221. So that means there must be someone do something. So there are one topic here. And they said there was a notebook with the link, this one. So from the name of the notebook, we can see there's someone called this, and he published a notebook. It's called Ensemble, and he doing 16 time ensembles, and then he achieved the leaderboard point 422 score here. And he said this notebook is created by Ensemble, the two highest score notebook on leaderboard, then achieved 0.422 score. But I didn't copy this one, so I don't know how does he do actually. Just can read through the information here. Yeah. So, and the original order is already dated in that high score notebook. So just check what has he done. So this one, this Kagura said that notebook ensemble the top two means no, this two. ensemble top two is so maybe he uh, ensembled the OF prediction as a feature. This one, 0.427, and another one is the Monte Carlo starters. And we have already read through the second both these two notebook, and we know the second one is it could be overfitting. Mm, at least we guess it is overfitting because he using auto-fold prediction as a feature and training the cat boost mode twice. So this notebook could have some problem. So there is a result means these two notebook ensemble together and getting 0.422 score. So that I guess he also or fitting uh, and we can see there are about 100 people using that overfit fit result. Mm, I think it will be a problem because the uh, the second one, the second the second top result is it doesn't make sense. How does he can get this public score? Uh, but the public score is about 0.422. So first thing we may try is just following what does he said, just trying to ensemble these two together. But but I didn't suggest we using that ensemble result in the final submission, right? So first thing we can do is just try what does they said and check what happened. Yeah. So first thing I think we can do that.
I
Uh,
actually tried that
ah,
duet, and I think just because I was using pandas and not pollars, it timed out. But I think if you use
mm,
pollars, it probably wouldn't time out.
it will time up.
If
Uh,
you use pandas, because I'm familiar with pandas, I think I told you last time, I like, convert everything to pandas and substitute it. But
okay.
yeah, like it ran for 9 hours and timed out. But I bet you if we
Oh
use
yeah.
pollars, it would be fine.
Because he spent 9 hours for running. The competition limited the notebook for 9 hours. So one problem it's just another problem. So if we want to try this, we need to spend some time on something probably useless. Um, Maybe we can do this thing later. So secondly is the top the top the first person he public another notebook and I quickly read through it. It's called Yun Base. I think he just want to uh, uh, let others go to his GitHub station to to fork something, and because he gets score about 0.430 uh, and he also using the cat boost mode for training, and you can see his feature engineering thing is similar with the with another one. Uh, yeah, he published his notebook yesterday, so we may take a quick view. and he spent about 5 hours for running through the notebook. Uh, so I guess the point 0.427 this notebook, because firstly he trained double mode, one for CalBoost and another for XGBoost. But here he just training one single CalBoost regressor. We may compare with the we can compare with his features. Just check the numbers of the totally columns, right? So maybe we can compare with his features and this one to check what is the difference to get the different score. So here his training shape is no, he didn't his feature totally is 1642, and we can check this notebook. Maybe you can check this thing later. So another
Yeah,
thing
it's
is
like
we
it's a
can
lot less. He probably didn't drop the features that the other guy was dropping, would be my guess. Like a lot of
yeah.
columns.
So yeah, so we can check the difference between the totally features. Another thing is all the Kaggle notebooks, all the top notebooks, they're all using two mode. That's a problem. So we always training one single. We always try training one single mode and the check the result. And if you go through the discussion, there's a topic called best single mode cross-validation score and leaderboard score. All right, so he shared some large GBM cross-validation score and leaderboard score. That means yeah. So when they're doing the share, when they share the result, they always using like five group and with one single mode. But most of the notebook in top score, in top place, they always using the two different mode, and it's doing the ensemble. That should be a problem. So what we need to do is, firstly, we need to make sure we have the out of fault source. We can calculate it, the out of fault score. And secondly, so we need to divide our notebook into training part and the inference part. And thirdly is our each notebook only just training one single mode and without the ensemble. So we need to do some code work to firstly to divide his notebook into training one single mode and inference the Kaggle computations work, right? That is first thing we can do. And secondly is we should start from features. Firstly, obviously we can start with his notebook and trying to extra some new features, right? So, but I guess it will take a lot of time and maybe hard because because this author he is already do a lot of things on the feature engineering. But notice one thing is if you check the data and you will find there's a column is called the rule, English rule. And if we check through these columns, it shows here. There's English description about what does this game is. So, so there are some notebooks working on this one single columns. For example, this one. This author he using one method is called uh, it's called sentence transformers. Yeah. So this notebook, the author using sentence transformers, this method, and working on both English rules and also the load rules. And he focusing in this specific notebook. He focusing on this one single columns and trying to using his method to convert the text into two numbers features dimensions. And he also says you can also convert the features into four columns or more columns. So we can trying his work is good or not. He get the score about point four to nine, and I remember he also implement the wrong modeling things. Yeah, he also train totally full mode. One is for LightGBM, the original LightGBM, original CapBoost, and another is auto-fold LightGBM and auto-fold CapBoost. So his result is also overfitting. But he achieved a good score, right? So maybe his feature, maybe his load rules features can working on others. So the next step we need to trying to consider about these two type of the features. Another one is the tabular features, another is the English rule based features, or the rule based features. So after that, we can create our best feature map. For the time schedule, I suggest to finish all the feature engineering within 5 days, and then we should start to doing the experiment about modeling. I think the modeling, at least we need to spend the whole week to trying different work, and because if you already get a good feature map, you still need to working on specific neural networks for training. Sometimes you may just select a part of the feature map for training neural networks, and sometimes you may to implement something like Green Gauss we said before. or some method. And we can also trying to using some embedding mode like convolution or using RN or using STM, something like that to achieve the embedding mode for extra some features from the original features, and then using neural networks to training. So we need to spend at least 1 week for training a neural networks type of the mode. After that, after we implement the NLP, and as the last lecture we said, it is an easy way to using the deep table for training neural networks, and it's this one notebook. We can following his things, and last time we shows in his notebook he didn't do any feature engineering work, right? So it should be improved a lot or raise a lot of score by combine his training method with the other features. So we can using his deep table neural network for trying some different mode. And after that, we need to doing the ensemble. We can start ensemble when we have two modes. Start doing ensemble when we have two modes, as the other notebook do. The other notebook ensemble and CatBoost and XGBoost, or ensemble and CatBoost and IGBM mode together to achieve a better score. So I think it is a good way to using ensemble and to get a good score, and then maybe you'll give some positive you got some positive things, and this way is correct, and you can keep working on it. So if you get nervous about our result, maybe we can start doing some ensemble and check the result. It will make you better. And last week we need to start to preparing for the final result. Go back to the first thing. We have to create the AutoFold predict result, and in the last week we can using the AutoFold predicting result to doing ensemble, and then we will have our cross validation predict score, right? So if we work the best on the CV score, and then we can train something overfitting, like using the OF OF predict as the features, right? So maybe we can train that type of the things, or we can also train procedural label if we still have the time and it maybe can getting a good score in the end of the competition. Finally, we will select two submission result, one for the best CV score and another for the best leaderboard score. So that is the whole process. Yeah, so I suggest we can divide the whole process into two parts, and one is for the feature engineering, and another is the experiment. Mm, so uh, we can start to and I think we can create a new channel in Slack, and then we can put uh, put our notebook into the share our notebook on the channel to make sure just only us yeah sorry to make sure that we can see our notebook, and we can update our work together. So I think the first part is about some uh sorry yeah the first two part is some just coding things. uh so we may quickly go through these things, uh and following the schedule. mm, Before the next discussion, discussion will be Saturday. So 3 days later, we may need to finish the uh, finish feature table and trying to implement one of the neural network mode. Mm, okay, so what do you think? Is this does it make sense?
Yeah, I already kind of started looking at the combining, the TabNet or neural network with the feature notebook. So I guess that would fall into days 5 through whatever. Um, I still have a bit of a bug in like somewhere. I think it starts to train, but somewhere deep in the training that there's some error that I have to fix. But I guess maybe a little bit out of order in that sense. But I think it will still be useful for when we have more features.
Yeah. So and another thing is maybe we will team up in the last week, and and then we will have 5 more chance to submit our results each day. Or if you don't need to submit every day, maybe we can merge earlier. So the thing is uh, how to doing the teamwork, and maybe you two can select something. Maybe you can focusing on one of the things you like, and another one to focusing something others. I believe we can achieve. Go to the leaderboard. I believe we can achieve about risk upper than point upper than this score after we achieve everything. Yeah. So and also I believe there are at least 100 people already overfitting on the leaderboard. So maybe it is a chance to to focusing on the our CV score, and maybe we can get a good point, a good final score at the end of the competition. Yeah, that is the things I want to say.
Can I ask a question on that, Due?
Yeah, sure.
So I saw that you could kind of submit two scores, and I think your also mentioned in that. How does it work in the end? Suppose we have one score that's like overfitting, but like really low, which means like a good model, but it's overfits, and another model that doesn't overfit. How do they just take one? Do they pool them somehow? How does that like final stage works from those two scores? Or there's just one? We have to select one submission at the end of the day.
Mm, in the end of the competition, we need to select two. We need to select two. One
So one
for
can
this
be
one.
overfitting and one can be non-overfitting.
For this competition, I suggest we doing the things like that uh, because most of people, I guess they overfitting, but they still got the chance to to uh to get this score without overfitting. Maybe they just fitting the leaderboard very well by using some overfitting skills, right? Uh, so if you select one, if you select one submission, like the highest leaderboard, and also you select and select a submission with your better CV score, and it is more safe. Uh, or sometimes else I will using some other skills to trying to getting a higher score. The high risk, uh, it will have a high risk, but mm,
But will they,
it
so
depends.
suppose if like we have
Mm,
two notebooks submitted,
yeah.
uh, and suppose one is like not good, but the other one is really good, will it take the better one? Is this how it works? Will it take the best
Mm,
one of the two or no?
if you don't select, they will automatically using your Kaggle will help you to choose the top two public score notebook
Right, but like,
and mm,
suppose one
uh,
is overfitting like crazy, and then another one
yeah,
is actually like fits well to their hidden test set.
yeah.
Will they take the one that fits well to their hidden test set, like private test set?
Yes. Here. All your submission already have the public score and private score. So they will give you a final result about your whole about your submission on the whole test sheet, but they hidden the private
Right.
score at the moment. So you don't know the private score, and after the competition, at the end of the competition, and there will be a new column. It's about your private score.
So it's almost like risk hedging in some sense, right? We could have one overfitting notebook, but maybe it still does well, or we can have one
Yeah,
notebook that's more conservative. So like one of those could work really well. We're kind of just balancing it out.
yeah, that's
Okay.
what that's the other
Okay.
Tagore always do.
Thank you.
But if you really trust your leaderboard, you can also select two things to fitting to guessing what does the leaderboard work, and trying to select two best notebook and which is working on uh, leaderboard, right? So, but it will be more risk if you're doing that. So it's more safe to select one notebook with a good CV score. So before next time, do you think you can finish the first several things? like to training a neural network with the best feature table.
I mean, I can do that, I think. Just this specific one is just combining the two notebooks.
Yeah.
So I think I can do that because I'm like I feel like I'm pretty close. I had some errors, but I worked through them. I just need to, unless like it's something I can't figure it out, I should be able to do that, I think.
Yes, sure. So we also need to check the result is good or not. So firstly we need to make sure we can get the AutoFlow score. And another thing is maybe we start to training one NLP mode firstly, and then we can using the same features to training another cat boost, then to trying to ensemble. Yeah. So the two things need to focus. And these days I trying to implement and represent learning for this computation, but it just still not work. So if this method can help, then I will share the method next time. At the moment, it doesn't help. So I trying to using represent learning for extra some features. This method also you need to training a new node and a new mode, and using that mode to build some feature or just doing the predict. But I'm not sure it is work. So still need to doing something on it. Yeah, I think that's all today. So does it make sense? And what we need to do in the next week? And about next 3 days, I will focusing on the features and trying to using some other method and trying is this work or not. Yeah. And I suggest you to start with some existing work and combine them together. Okay. So any other thing we need to discuss?
I'm just like trying to figure out, make sure we don't replicate work. So I'll try to combine basically the top notebook with the one that's doing tabular stuff that we were looking at, the neural network.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then just
trying
like
some neural networks.
yeah, so I'll work on that, and I don't know if other people, so probably want to not work on that, so we don't duplicate it, and then if I get stuck, I'll let you know. But I don't know about the rest of who wants to do what.
Yeah, so at the moment, this one, I'm say TS simple green base. This one can be compared with the same others notebook. This one, embedding and training, this probably work because he also overfitting. And third one is otherwise table deep table, right? Deep table.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
doing the deep
deep table.
table and the MCTS starter, so I'm combining those two.
Yeah, we can start with this 4 notebook. Uh, so that's all. So if you don't have other question, we can just end.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I don't know if Raj or Vivian have questions.
Mm. Uh, do you have any question about the cargo system? Because
Uh, no,
ah,
I do not have a question on this.
okay.
And Dimitri, I am not working on this, so I will be working on Gemma. So
Okay, okay,
yeah, I have other things to do, so I don't think I have time to work on this.
okay.
Yeah.
That's no problem. Uh, do you guys have the problem with the cargo system? Because you need to start to familiar with the notebook system when you do some submission. And firstly, you need to put off the internet option, and you need to copy from others' environment and make sure you have the same environment. So if you're because if you do ensemble, you probably need to copy from more than one environment. So you need to you need to select good one suitable environment. Maybe you think one notebook is easy, another is difficult, and you can start from the difficult one to copy his environment, and then to paste the code from another notebook and trying to mix it together. And there's another way. You can thinking the notebook is running on a server, right? So it is a Linux server, and you should know it's the input thing is on Kaggl's drive, and you need to download from the Kaggle serve and to your own serve. So for example, if you clicked starting, and Kaggle will give you a serve to run your code, and he will download all your needed input and download it to your serve. And if you generate something, and you will drop the things on the cargo working uh, direction. And so the whole thing is Linux system and cargo serve. That's the things you should know. So if you have some problem about the environment, you may to upload something and to check. Like for example, if I run this, if I run this to check what does this serve install, what does the Python lab is already installed in this notebook, and also with the version, right? So that is this that is what this author do in this notebook. He using sorry, not this one. Yeah, just in this notebook, he working on his own environment. So he create his environment as a dataset or Oh, here he creates his data. He did his dataset by another notebook. I can check his notebook. It is very simple. It's he just using Git to clone his own GitHub code, and that means maybe he firstly update his files into GitHub first step, and then he using git clone to download it to the cargo server, and then he using some just copy. Yeah, he just read and copy everything and create a new bag of the files. Then he using this bag of files as an output, and then he can using this output on his notebook for submit to the cargo computation. So I think it is a good way to solve some environment problem if you have some engineer thing, or if you have some coding problem, you can consider about his work, and maybe you can find a way to solve the problem. And also you can ask me. I'm very familiar with the cargo system. So the key point is you thinking the notebook is running on your own Linux server, right? You can compare with the whole process, thinking about that. It will be help. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you don't have other problem, we can stop now. Okay, so see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.